What is up? Welcome back to another live stream with Geezer Skate. It has been a while because, as you can see, I am in a sling. That's right, and speaking of that, today we're talking about skate injuries and Tony Hawk's new business venture, getting into CBD oil. We'll talk more about that right after this.
Get off my lawn!
Right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, and as usual, I have the ever famous Nate Dogg in the house. What's up?
What's up, guys and girls, geezers and geezerettes?
What's up? You're all off-centered now. I'm going to have to resize you. There we go. I don't know why it didn't stay locked.
Uh-oh.
You're locked now.
Dope.
Yep, got you where I need you. Got you exactly where I need you. So, what's up, dude?
All right.
You're driving home right now, I see.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I got my seatbelt on, I'm strapped in, and I'm driving home.
So, do I sound tonight, or do I sound like max headroom like we were testing the other day?
You do sound a little max headroomy tonight.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
Right.
But
Okay.
hopefully people out there are not hearing it.
Well, they will, because it showed up in the stream from last night. We tested it. I think that has to do with my computer processing power and the internet speed in my house. So, two things.
Gotta get you upgraded past dial-up, I guess.
I know, man. Still dialing up on the 56 kilobyte modem thing.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, making that
That's right.
sound.
That's a good sound. Do that by yourself. Weird. You're all off here too. Let me get you centered up here.
Oh, sorry, I'm moving around because I had, since my stupid thing won't stay moist,
Moist?
section,
Stupid thing won't stay moist?
sectioned. I guess the section has failed on my car job thing. So
Okay.
now I'm hand holding my phone, and so when it gets tired, I have to switch my hand.
Gotcha. So Chris is in here. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? And she's saying it is choppy.
What's going on?
She's saying it is choppy. And like I said before, that probably has to do with the internet speed and the lack of computing power in which we have right now. Bummer. How are these streams if it's gonna be choppy and stuff?
Oh, we gotta get that figured out.
Or maybe we do this, I don't know, at the station someday using your computer.
It is a little bit more powerful, yes.
I would say so. The 2012 Mac Mini PC, not PC, Mac Mini. Who would say Mac Mini PC? But anyway, that's what it is. Ah, okay. So apparently, oh yeah, Chris is up in I think is it North or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
So she's waiting for the blizzard to end. They were apparently bombarded
Ooh.
with crazy weather over the last day or so. Crazy though, today, even in Texas, it's pretty cold. It says, what's up, Dana, in the house.
Hey there.
So we're talking about Tony Hawk's new venture, the CBD oil. Before that, I want to talk a little bit about skate injuries. So what would you say is your worst skate injury that you've ever...
Well, before I talk about that, I think everyone's dying to know about you and your shoulder here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is by far, I would say, my worst skate injury. Let's see. I'm going to pull it up. There's my sling right there. It's all attached to my body. I had my first round of physical therapy today, and that was, it hurt, but it also felt kind of good because,
really?
there's my arms, but it was all passive stretch, and so time they went to like move my arm back or forward, I had to use the muscles to like prevent it from doing something. It really hurt like if I used the muscles, but if I relaxed and let them do what they're doing, then it felt kind of good out.
Oh, cool. That's good.
But apparently I've got to do this twice a week, and then I've got to do these exercises they gave me like 2 times a day, and it's probably going to take like 30 minutes, so that's like an hour out of my day every day to do these exercises. Other than, going to, the physical therapy location. But,
Right.
this kind of, I don't know if this was just bad timing to choose the surgery now, or, there's really good timings the way I kind of look. So I'm just kind of like, let's just get And what's up, Brandon's also watching. He's watching on Dana. Hey, Dana. Brandon, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? So yeah, this is by far my worst scary, and I don't in falling on your elbow from a high bank onto concrete and tearing your rotator cuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you let everyone know, kind of give them an idea of what happened, how this occurred?
Yeah. So I went to a skate park, and I was just gonna be there like 10 minutes waiting for a store to open. And so when I went to the skate park, I thought I'm not gonna put it on any pads, which was dumb because I preach pad up all the time. So so
Yeah.
it's hypocritical. So I was planning on going to Roanoke skate, but we were waiting for it to open. So I put on wrist guards because my hands are what I need. I do need, but I also have my shoulder. So apparently I decided to go up onto a bank, and it's weird. Anytime you're not really concentrating on doing something like big or like like a big trick, and you're just kind of riding around and you're not really thinking, that's when all these like injuries kind of occur. So went up on the bank, halfway through it, I started spinning around, and I was just gonna do a kick turn and come back down, but I was like in the mid motion, I thought do a 180 and come, or a 360 back down, and that did not end well. I fell backwards on my elbow. I thought I landed on that, but instead of landing on that, I landed on a little bit of the bank, and it pushed my shoulder up and tearing my forget what muscle it's called, but it's part of my rotator cuff on the outside, about 13 millimeters. So it wasn't a full tear, but it was a partial tear. And we gotta say what's up to Rob Stockman in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Rob.
That's Papa Rob right there. We want to give you a shout out specifically, and a shout out to Sophia, your granddaughter. So love you guys, and thank you guys for watching so many of our videos. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And I hope I
really appreciate that.
Hope I got the name right on If I didn't, Rob, please correct me, and I'll go ahead and correct that verbally right here, right now. So I can also, Nate, I can show some pictures of me in the hospital here. So why don't we do that real quick?
Oh yes, this picture is blowing up Instagram.
Yeah, well, I've got a few more, so I'm gonna kind of show them all.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me bump over here. Some exclusives. You're only gonna see these here on the live stream. So here we go. Okay, that's me. You can't see it, but you can see them later. This is me out of anesthesia before they even took like the hairnet thing off. Man, I look there. Looks like I've had CBD oil. All right. Right on down. There's me before anesthesia, giving a shaka, saying everything's gonna be all right. And there's me just kind of being goofy before they give me any medication. Just some silly photos. And okay, I don't have the one that is blowing up the internet here, but this is a picture of where I have holes in my shoulder and some writing on my shoulder. Both the anesthesiologist and the you know what, may not be getting vocals in right here, Nate, so just letting you know that right now. But this is where gas is trippy. So here are the holes in my shoulder. You can't see the holes. It just look like, I don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers marks, the way that they taped it up. It's really weird. But you'll see it later. So let's get back to where we can hear you, buddy. Alright, we should be able to hear you here. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I think we can hear you now. Rob is saying the audio is sketchy. Rob, if you don't know, I have a lame old 2012 computer. It is a Mac standards. It is by Mac standard vintage now, and 7 years is
can't be upgraded.
7 years is a computer. Can be upgraded this year only, I think, but after this year, I think it can be upgraded again. So if they put anything else out this year, it can be upgraded. I'm kind of afraid to do that at this point. Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So Nate, let's talk about your worst skate injury real quick.
Yeah, so, thankfully I've not done what you've done, but I have broken both of my feet. Not at the same time, several years apart, but pretty much the exact same injury to both feet. And that's where I broke the fifth metatarsal, which is the bone that holds that run down the length of your foot to your pinky toe. And apparently it's one of the worst breaks you can do to your foot.
Ouch.
I learned the second time. And so the first time I did it to my left foot when I was in high school. And my brother and I were skating out at one of the schools in Canton. And he was not old enough to drive. So I broke my left foot and I had a stick shift.
I was trying to remember if I was there when you broke your foot when we were in high school. And
You were not.
Was I like at school or doing something else?
You might have been on vacation or something, or I don't know where you were, why you weren't with us at this time, but school was not in session.
Gotcha. So yeah, you were skating at the school. Okay, back to your story.
So I had to drive home with this broken foot in a stick shift, and by the time I got home, my foot was so swollen I couldn't even get my shoe off.
Ouch.
It was so nasty. But I didn't want to stop skating, so I never told my parents how bad it was, and so they never knew that it was actually broken. They just knew I was limping for a long time, but I just told them I sprained my foot really bad. And of course, when you're a teenager, you heal up pretty darn quick.
So did you ever go to the doctor for that at all?
No, I never did.
So how do you know you actually had a broken foot?
It was just, it was swollen and black and blue for so long, and then, now it looks exactly like when I broke my foot last year.
Oh, wow. So you just kind of look at that and just kind of... that's exactly what I did back then. Oh, man.
It just, but back then, I was super hardcore, too, it just, nothing would stop me skating, so.
Yeah, I'm not that hardcore anymore. In fact, I'll probably put the board for at least 4 months, at least. Which kind of stinks, but that's all right, because, I've got to work and family and all that stuff. But...
Got responsibilities now,
Yeah, responsibilities, dude. Rob says that all the years he rode boards, he never broke a bone. Got older, started working, and breaks and fractures left and right. So, Rob, I was the same way, man. As far as skating goes, I never broke a bone either when I was a kid. I did sprain my ankle a few times. Playing soccer and then also skating. So ankles are kind of weak, so I get real cautious with my ankle for sure. That's crazy, man. That, you get older and there's more pain. And speaking of more pain, this is what else we're talking about today. So Tony Hawk has decided to target pain relief in the extreme sports industry. And he's doing that by going into the CBD oil. And if you guys don't know what that is, Nate, do you want to kind of explain what CBD oil is?
Yes, scientifically speaking, it is oil from the cannabis plant minus the psychoactive THC portion.
Right.
So you can drink and snort this all day long, and you will not get high.
Is that using CBD oil? Is that something you rub onto a spot that's full? Is it something you actually take? You ingest? How do you?
You can do all of the above. They have it in pill form. They have it in cream form.
Mm-hmm.
They have it in oil form to where apparently it can do pretty much everything. Like I've heard it can cure blindness. You just rub it on everything.
So Rob says he's taking right now.
Oh, okay.
So
is it Rob? What has your experience been with this? Is it helping? Is it Are you noticing any difference?
That's what I'm curious about. You know, for pain for my shoulder right now, I have hydrocodone. It's a hybrid of codone and Tylenol. And honestly, if I take it, I'm out for 2 hours, hour to 2 hours. I'm just out. I'm sleeping.
Wow.
I mean, it's a nice sleep. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
You know, it's like I'd like to not have pain and to be awake at the same time. So.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get that.
Like, man, is this something that should try? But here's the thing: is it legal in Texas?
So this is the weird thing. It's like super gray area because, so for example, right by next door to my postal center, a CBD oil specific shop has opened up, and I know in Fort Worth several have opened up. They're pretty much like the new Starbucks. They're just everywhere now, even in Texas. But I saw on the news the other night that they're not exactly 100% legal, and a few have actually gotten shut down.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly certain how, if they're not legal here, how they're opening up all over the place, because they have to get permits and obviously state what they're selling. So,
well, I hear you there, and it just made one of those things where they're just kind of looking the other way also, because I heard, I guess it was on NPR or something, where somewhere in the government, some people in the government are trying to clear the fields so they can start growing this for medicinal purposes in Texas. I'm curious what all of you guys think as far as the cannabinoids and how you pronounce these things. All these different medicinal purposes.
Your guess is as good as mine.
So everybody else, what everyone here thinks. Rob says hello. Hi, Sophia. Good to see you.
Hey there. How's it going?
We got John here. Do it. He says, "How? What's up, John? Good to see you, buddy."
John.
So I'm curious what you guys think about these cannabis being used for medicinal purposes. What are your thoughts out there? Let us know. Rob says he is pro. He says it's nature's medicine. Speaking of Tony Hawk and getting into this, he is teaming up with 1933 Industries.
Yep, which is
a
Canadian
Canadian
company, and apparently, word on the street is
That's what I have heard, actually, and I read that on the Motley Fool. Don't make fun of me for reading. Yeah, it really is. So we're looking here now at the Capital 10X website that talks about this, and let's see if I can scroll down a little bit faster, but not fast. So
stores. They actually have their own stores.
Okay.
Where they sell all Birdhouse merch. And
I gotta cut you off just for 1 second here,
selling.
Nate. Let you know that whenever I go to the display on my screen, I do not have your volume, your vocals. So I'm gonna have to stay away from that and just keep you on the screen here, buddy. Okay, so there he is. You guys can hear him now. So Rob is saying CBD is an alternative to opioid, and that is a good argument because the way you look at this, it's cannabis or an opioid. Well, I mean, what's your pain relief gonna be? Tylenol, but we're talking about like medicine and such. So, I'd be curious, if it works better in cases than actually, like these opioids that we get. Like, I don't know, is Percocet an opioid? I know that, the hydrocodone is, and a few others out there.
I would imagine that Percocet is, but I don't know that for 100%.
All right. John's giving me some advice here on OBS. John, I'm not going to mess with that. I think I don't have too much time. That is good information. He's saying how to fix your audio on this thing. I might be able to, get
cool.
it here. Let me just try something here. So yeah, I can talk a little more about this real quick.
Yeah, so Tony Hawk's got these apparently 630 stores throughout the world that sell the Birdhouse merch, and so the CBD oil, all of these products that he's putting his name on will be available through these stores as well, and as well as being probably sold through skate shops, I would venture to say, and who knows what other kind of places. Hell, might even be in department stores or things like that where Tony Hawk products are sold. So I think it's a great thing. I think from what I've heard, CBD oil sounds like a great alternative, and for myself, not speaking for anybody else, I'm pro legalizing cannabis for medicinal purposes. I'm full on for legalizing pot in all forms here in Texas, but that's just my own personal opinion. That's not a geezer-held
not a geezer-held opinion. I guess we need to throw up a disclaimer right now, but not gonna do that.
Yes, these opinions are my own only.
Yeah, I'm kind of there. I'm definitely for medicinal purposes. I think I'm gonna draw the line for myself. Whenever it comes to smoke, like any other second smoke, I don't really want that, breathing that if I don't choose to breathe it. As far as, edibles and such that don't affect me, and as long as they're regulated to a degree and even taxed, then I'm good with that.
Yeah, no, I get that, dude. I get that totally.
Dana says that pain relief is good. Pain relief is good.
Yes. We're big fans of pain relief. So whatever can do that with minimal to no side effects is awesome. Because I know, I've heard tell that traditional pain relievers such as morphine and things like that, one of the nasty side effects is constipation, which is not fun.
Well, I can tell you that I think all opioids have that, and I can tell you that from experience, that there is some constipation going on at times. Fortunately, I just drink a big old thing of coffee with some cream in it, and that's out. It kind of flushes them. So all of you guys probably wanted to.
Okay, good to know. Nature's laxative.
Oh yes. Exactly.
Yeah. So, which always makes me wonder how the hell people do that recreationally. Like, just people who are abusing opioids. I'm like, why? I mean, one of the big things is stop yourself up, and you're
and you usually, at least in my case, I'm falling asleep, and how can you enjoy it? I mean, I do enjoy sleep, but not necessarily the falling asleep.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. But hey, whatever it takes, I guess.
But man, I think this is cool that Tony's doing this. Honestly, I agree with Rob on that. I think it's a good thing. I think that Tony Hawk is a great business.
Oh, he's a very smart businessman.
He's not going to invest in something that isn't going to do well, or he sees, something in the future for his return, getting his return back on whatever it is he's investing in. And I think he truly cares because, obviously he's been injured, numerous times skating and such. And at this point, he's like, yeah, give the old guy some pain relief.
Oh yeah, and I mean, he can speak to it, and people will listen because I mean, he's had so many injuries throughout his career. He's an older guy, so he gets injured more often and has trouble healing, just like we do. So yeah, of course I'm gonna trust him. Like, yeah. If you say slather this all over your body and take a bath in it or whatever, I'm doing that.
Yeah, man. Well, Nate, I think that concludes this. I'm going to go ahead and throw up some end screens, say goodbye to you. You have a great one. And everybody, I want you guys to go over here, check out one of these other videos whenever we get them up, and say, watch this one. If you like these lives, you might like this one, or you might like this one down here. We'll see, right there. There we go. There's some music. All right. I'll see you guys later.